Hello again, Guardians, and welcome to another 25 Dragon Strikes Engram opening. So, last time around, in my previous video, I got one Legendary Engram. It still came out as a pretty good video, but, you know, the loot was terrible. And I was pretty quick to judge, saying, hey, Dragon Strikes are rubbish, Rock Strikes must be better. But this is the reason I'm going for 500, because the RNG is absolutely all over the place. Take a look at what I got for my second 25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8, 9 legendary engrams. Yep, they just kept dropping and dropping. I got 2 in a single strike. Like, on the reward screen, it just said legendary engram, legendary engram. It was insane. They just kept on coming. And incredible. That means in 50 strikes now, I've had 10 legendary engrams. The drop rate, I don't even know. So I'm going to get straight into the opening. And I take back everything I said in the previous video. Dragon Strikes are worth doing. Now, I believe I got incredibly lucky with these 25. But it's still going to even out to a fairly good number of engrams. As we go along, maybe to the 100, the 200, and eventually the 500, we're really going to start to see if it's actually worth doing, and I'm sure it will be. There's the first, you know what, I'm just going to spam them all and do the legendaries as well. So I got a pair of gloves there that were rubbish body. I don't think I'm going to get any exotics. I think I'll just stop if I get an exotic, to be honest. And just keep on pressing these. The helmet gives me the Carnival match. Really, really lame, to be honest. Sanction 6, Carnival match again, Fear Eater. Of course, I'm playing on a Hunter this time. Previously, I was playing on a Titan, so now I'm getting all these Hunter items. And we'll just keep on opening these. I might save the weapon just there, because primaries are always awesome to see. In fact, they're the last 2 engrams. So let's see what we get from the special. The Frenzy Fusion Rifle. Okay, I am not a fan of fusion rifles. Personally, I think now that shotguns have been improved, there is no reason to use them. Fusion rifles really need a buff, like some sort of damage increase, not in PvP, but for PvE. Like they've done with shotguns, they've increased PvE and not PvP, because shotguns are brilliant now. But fusion rifles, you do a whole burst on a yellow health bar enemy, and nothing happens, it just sort of tickles them. So let's see what this final one does, and we get the Fulcrum Hand Cannon. Now that's a really nice gun. I'm going to quickly sprint over and see if I got any Crypt Dark packages. You can actually see I was on the brink of a rank up right there. And I know for a fact I still have 3 more blue engrams from this. Oh, 2 actually. My bad. I should probably actually say the statistics at some point. Once I've opened everything, I'll say how many of each thing I got. And just take that as well. So in here, wait, I'll just dismantle a few things. I don't want to accidentally put them into the Postmaster, because there are some separate engrams in there that are from another loot stream of stuff. I don't really need to delete those as space enemies. I just need to delete some bodies, I think. Okay, that should... Oh, what am I doing, honestly? So here we have Crypt Dark package. Boom. 2 blues. And opening that package gave me another rank. Is it going to give me legendary? Oh, we got some legendary boots. So these are actually from doing Prison of Elders. These are nothing to do with these Dragon Strikes. Trying to keep my loot separate and kind of ended up having a bit of a mess there. They were also from farming treasure keys. That's why you can see a treasure key got lost there. Yeah, I know, I should probably keep better management of my items, but hey, as long as I note down what I got, it's fairly easy to keep track of. So let's head back over to this guy and see. Move out of the way, all you glimmer stacks. Get rid of these blues, and we'll open the boots last. I really don't think I'll get an exotic. Considering I have just opened 9 legendary engrams and got nothing, I have little hope for these boots. Here we go. And we got Fear Eater again. All these new items, it's really nice to see that you can no longer get, you know, shards and energy, because that was always a downer. But even then, these new items aren't great either. So let's look at the Fulcrum Hand Cannon. Now, I really wanted this, not because of its perks or anything, but because of how cool it looks. I just think it's a really cool looking hand cannon. It almost has its own design, and it's taken ages to load. You see that? Look, what other hand cannon looks like that? It's really unique. They made a new model for it, because the old Future Walkup one, let's be honest, was pretty lame. It wasn't a great gun at all. And mine seems to have come with Outlaw. That's a good roll there. To get Outlaw without having to reroll it at all at the gunsmith, solid. Zen Moment, you never really notice that perk. Armor piercing rounds, lightweight, and small bot. So I might re-roll that at some point, or I might just keep it as a collector's trophy. And we got this one too, the Frenzy. And you can see it's got a high charge rate, but really low impact. I like the fusion rifles that have almost max impact and a lower charge rate. Even then they're not great, but that's the only type I'm willing to give a try. And I don't believe I got all the legendary weapons, so I got 4 pairs of boots. Look at all these, scout rifle, auto rifle, pulse rifle, and hand cannon. So I got 1 of each weapon type there. That body was actually from doing strikes, I'll cover that in a second. That one's got shotgun hand cannon and fusion rifle hand cannon. And I also got these arms, pulse rifles, grenade energy, and one final helmet, grenade throw distance, and super energy from grenade kills. So in total, from doing these strikes, I actually got the 9 legendary engrams, 37 blues. I got this as a reward while playing them, so that's an auto rifle as a drop, and I also got this fusion rifle as a drop. And to my surprise, I also got a legendary armor piece as a drop. This wasn't as an engram, this straight up just dropped in the playlist, and I don't know, it's really nice to see armor and stuff drop, but since it's a legendary, that means it probably rolled through engram and decided to give you an armor piece instead of an engram. So those were potential engram drops, which instead turned to armor, which is a bit disappointing to be honest. I also got one class item, which was the Cloak of the Mantis. This is what it looks like. It's quite a popular cloak, but you never really see it. It's like a leopard and it's all torn. It's really nice. And I also got one ship, which was Little Light. Only the Dark Below ships drop in this. There aren't any new House of Wolves ones in the playlist. And 3 shaders, Lunar Elegy and Blood Pact Twice. So that's really nice. And finally, from opening those engrams, I have now received 5 strange coins and 11 motes of light. So that's my loot in total. I hope I hope that's what you wanted to see. I will take back everything I have said. 100% go and do Dragon Strikes. It was amazing. These engrams just kept dropping and dropping and dropping. I wasn't the only one. Other people were getting engrams. Not as many as me, but it was a solid. Everyone got at least 2, 3, maybe 4. One guy was a bit unlucky, and I'm sorry for that one, Billy. You got, what was it, 1 engram, and it went to the postmaster? Yeah, you were getting severely shanked. So, sorry for that one. I hope the next 25 are going to be just as lucky as this, and once I get to 500, maybe this luck will hold out, and I can actually see that these are better than Rock Strikes. I hope this made you want to do Dragon Strikes, because maybe I'll see you in the playlist one day. Thank you very much for watching. Destinova and out, Guardians.